my new favorite song.
I'm gonna check YouTube. Check YouTube. We're good.
Well, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Oh.
Hey, Simon.
Hey, Melissa. What's good? What's good? What's good?
I'm great. How are you? Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to you and to everybody out there watching, listening, and hitting the replay button on this exquisite Dipito Crypto show.
Dipito Crypto.
I'm good. I'm good. The holiday was new for me and the missus. We're empty nesters a little bit, temporary empty nesters in transition. But so we've had about 2 months of no kids. So that's been
that's
cool,
gotta be
but
wild.
weird at the same time. Yeah, it is wild. It is. But we
you don't know what to do with yourself, right?
Kinda. There's that like thing of like I should be doing something, and like so you don't do anymore. So but it's been great for the wife and I getting to reconnect. Kind of like we're like having rubber band fights in the hallway, things like that. But the holiday actually, most of our family was sick. They at least had a head cold, or they just weren't. They weren't feeling good at all. So we decided to cook Christmas dinner. Well, we were going to do it anyways, but we cooked Christmas dinner and delivered it to all the family. So and then we just called it a day. Yeah,
that's really nice. We so we've got such a large family, and there's so many places that the kids need to go. I have 2 boys. They're both married. They have 3 kids each. So I have 6 grandchildren under 6.
Oh yeah,
and so,
you got round 2.
Yeah, and so they have their places that they need to go. We live a little ways apart, and so I always wanted to be like not the mother that's like demanding that I see them on Christmas Day and that sort of thing. And so it's actually worked out really nice. But this past weekend, we had the grand stay the night, and was so much fun. And then the parents came back the next morning, and then we did cookie baking to prepare for Christmas. So that was a lot of fun. And then we'll have our Christmas this Saturday. Grandma's making prime rib. So I'm
that's
I'm
what we
super
had.
excited. Yeah. So let me ask you, Simon, you made prime rib. What is your secret? Like I will say I made it. The first time I ever made it was probably 5 or 6 years ago, and it was the most delicious prime rib I've ever had in my life, and I made it myself. And then I went to make it the next year, and I couldn't find the recipe. And I did another recipe. And I know, I was so mad. But it was still good, but this, I don't know what I did, but it was just absolutely delicious. But I've noticed there's variations in how people cook prime ribs. So I wondered, how do you make yours?
Okay, so no secret, but I'm a big fan of either slow cooking. Okay. I prefer barbecue, or if you have like a Traeger or smoker like that, I prefer that. But my first year I did it in the oven and slow cooked. I did like this this rock. I say rock salt. I did a big salt rub all the way around it with
Oh,
some other, like garlic and all that. Like it was my first time. I was
oh, that's
I was like
weird.
a brand new dad. Like, oh, is this what you do? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Sorry, I'm holding my keys. I was all like, nervous, right? It was really good. I really enjoyed it. But then one year, uh, we were hosting Christmas at the house, and well, we had oven issues, as in
Oh
the
no.
wife well, we're like, we'll do a ham and a prime rib, right? What'd we
Mm,
do? We didn't think about, hey, we only got one oven.
one of
We pulled the classic, hey
yeah,
dummy,
yeah.
you only got one.
You only got one.
So
Which
I was
one's
like,
worth more?
I'm
Prime
like,
rib, of course.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, you know what? Barbecue, slow roast. I'll start right now. Boom. So I did the barbecue. Ever since then, I only barbecue it. Coals to one
Really?
side. Oh yeah. Oh man, it's
Mm.
good.
Well,
It's
I'm
good.
into I'm going to try this as close to what I could remember the first time, but you let it set out for I think like a half hour, you pat it down, um, and then I mix a butter with rosemary and some other
Hmm.
secret spices, and then
Yeah.
I put butter all over, like the butter mixture all over the prime rib, cook
Hmm.
it oven at like 450, 500 degrees for I think 20 minutes or
Yep.
so,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
turn some people turn the oven off and then you don't shut you shut the oven door and you don't open it for 2 hours. Other
Yeah.
people turn the temperature down, which is what I think I'm going to do. Turn it down and then cook it
Yeah. Yeah.
15 to 20 minutes a pound or something like that. And hopefully it turns out the same way. So,
Yeah, that's so that was the first time I did it. That's what
yeah.
I did is I turned it down because I with the recipe that I read in the process, they suggested that other idea or brought
Yeah.
that other idea where you just turn it off and just leave it. The
Yeah.
problem is you don't know if you have a good seal around your oven door or whatever like that.
Eh,
So so you could be
somebody's
like,
gonna open the door in my house here.
I
Someone's gonna do
okay.
it.
True,
Yeah,
true. I
and it
mean, well,
probably
there's
will
that
be
too,
me.
right? I mean,
Yes.
assuming you've prevented all human errors,
Right.
there's still
That will
there's
open it
still
like that.
human error factor there of like
Yeah,
how abused has your oven door been?
yeah.
When you have
True.
a bad
That's a
day,
good point.
bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, well, cool. No, that's good.
Yeah.
It's good. You lock in that flavor. In fact,
I
after the
can't
show,
wait. I'm
I
so
will
hungry.
run upstairs and tell you which rub that we use.
Yeah.
It has rosemary and a few other things in there as well. We haven't doctored our own up yet, but for right now, I'm like, dude, it's good. Why
It's
screw it up?
working.
I'm like, we enjoy it. Everybody enjoys it. So
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
if it ain't
I'm
broke,
looking
don't
forward
fix
to
it.
doing exactly. Hey, Mr. Crypto Professor, I invited you to speak if you want. I don't know if you saw the invite or not. Um oh, Mike is saying he can only hear me. He can't hear you.
What?
That's not good.
Whoa.
That was about 4 minutes ago. Um
Okay.
hmm. That's good. A good thing I looked. I wonder now if
Oh, that's
you
gonna be challenging.
yeah, I don't understand why. See, I think it's because when I was using my mixing
Oh, you know
board.
what? It was your mixer because you had your phone go through the mixer.
Yeah, well, I had my computer going through the mixer. So now I wonder if you unmute your mic, what's going to happen? Like unmute your mic on spaces
Oof.
and see what
Let me
happens.
let me hold on. Let me try another. I'm gonna try a different route.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the entirely crypto solutions um
Go on that way.
account. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try to go
So
on that way.
maybe I do need my
Let me
mixer.
see here.
That mixing board that I
Yeah,
have, but maybe I'll buy myself just a small
let's go
mixer
here.
instead of I have a
Okay.
PVA 10 or AT10 mixer. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now I've got it totally silenced.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to hear anything.
Okay. Can't hear
So
anything.
No, hold on. I know this is gonna guys, it's the end of the year. This is the last show for the end of the year. So we have to stay consistent with our mistakes and technical issues. So many platforms, so many challenges. 2024 will be the year to score. I'm telling you. I'll be right back.
Let's see. I thought I saw yes. Well, folks, this is live. This is unexperienced people running technology. We got nine people watching us right now. I apologize, but we are learning. I had a sweet mixing board, but it was giving feedback because I don't know how to use things properly. And so now my mic is not picking up Simon's audio within spaces. So
let's go back.
That's the little hiccup.
Dipito. I'm gonna rejoin Dipito.
Oh, you're gonna non-spaces. Okay. Then I need to.
Yeah, I left and came back so I can.
Okay.
Okay. Now try to make me a co-host.
Let me make you a co-host. I mean, inviting you to speak, and then
respond. Okay, so now I have to hear you because I have a mic. Oh, yep. Ariel's listening to us, dude. Oh no, he's not. He's posting. I thought Ariel was in the house. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. I doubt Ariel. Oh, I'm hearing it. I'm hearing echo.
Yeah, because I'm a speaker. I don't know how to. Okay. I have one more trick up my sleeve.
All right.
I will be right back. I'm gonna stop my cam. We'll be right back.
Okay. All right, guys. What can we do here? I'm still hearing the echo from Simon a little bit, but not entirely sure what to do. I wonder, did you get the invite mic to be a speaker within, let's see. I'm trying. This is not, I don't know why I can't do that. Oh, I have to go down here and do it. Maybe. Let's see. Invite to speak. Maybe I can do it that way. I tried to do it. And we'll see what happens. So anyway, I guess while we're waiting for Simon, yeah, I'm looking forward to having my family over on Saturday. We're gonna play some games. We got a new game we're gonna play that the kids don't really know about. We usually do a what do you call it? It's like the ball. It's a ball that you wrap a bunch of gifts up in saran wrap, and then you go around, and everybody has to like start unraveling the ball. And that has always been great fun. It can get a little hairy, but it's just that everybody loves it. We usually hide like lotto tickets and cash and candy and random stuff I find at the Goodwill and things like that. And but this year I saw another game that you hide things under cups, and they had you hide one raw egg underneath there, and the person that gets the cup with the raw egg has to crack it on their head. We decided that might be a little messy for Christmas, so we're going with the Jelly Belly puke jelly beans and maca gross jelly beans this year. So if you pick a cup with jelly bean underneath it, you have to eat it. And so that ought to be pretty fun. But Simon's back.
I am. Okay.
There you are.
One more time. Add me as a speaker. And we'll see if this works.
Let's see if I do it. I am. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I can just do it with my.
course,
We are so technical. We got the text. Uh-oh.
Let's see. Let's try that. Can I join that?
There you go.
I won't be able to mute it though.
Put that back in there. I just invite you to co-host.
Okay. Okay, hold on.
Hello, 10 people out in StreamYard, YouTube, Facebook,
dang.
Twitter. We appreciate you being patient with us. I would love for people to join in and see, join in our conversation. Let's see. Can hear you all on YouTube, but not on Spaces. Can only hear Melissa.
Right.
That was still.
How about now?
No, but gonna go on YouTube so I can hear y'all. So he's going on YouTube. Mike went to YouTube. Mike went to YouTube. He's the only one. I don't know if anybody is actually in Twitter Spaces anyway. Maybe we just abort Spaces if nobody can hear it, because we are streaming live on Spaces also.
Oh, if we're streaming live on Twitter, then
they just won't be able to come up and talk, but they can chat within the thing. And then if anybody wants to join, actually, I could send Crypto Professor a link if he wants to join in StreamYard with us. I can do that too.
Sure.
You want me to just abort this darn Spaces? Maybe.
Sure. Unmute me as co-host, and we'll just keep an eye on it.
You have to unmute your own self.
Mute me. Oh, you can't. Oh, you can't.
Yeah, you are muted. So what he's saying is that if people are on Spaces, they can't hear us. They can only hear me. They can't hear you.
Then I would. Yeah, no, I got it. Go ahead and just abandon it.
Yeah, that's not.
We're live. Sorry, everybody watching this video. Here we go.
Yeah.
Good.
It only took. Yeah, let's end it. We're ending it. There we go. Leave. Leave. I don't know what happened there. There we go.
All right.
Now
I'm still here. Yeah, I'm still here. I know you guys can hear me.
Yeah. So, and I don't know about the chat, because we've got comments here. Meek and Tally can hear both on StreamYard. So that should be okay.
You can see all that?
I could just see it in the StreamYard chat.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. We should be able to do both, but
okay.
Thank you.
3, 2, 1, here we go. Hey, there we go. All right. There's Professor Vita. All right, cool. Everybody's good and good.
There we go. Sweet. All right, let's get the show on the road. Hey, Crypto Professor, do you want us to send you a link to join us on Spaces or on in our StreamYard? I don't think you have to even have StreamYard. I think you can come in if you want to join us.
Well, you got to have a camera. You have to have a camera. And you have to have a microphone.
True. Mm-hmm.
So I just keep looking for my dog at the door, but let's talk crypto.
Let's talk dip a toe. Let's talk crypto show.
Yes.
So what do you want? You start, because you got some fantastic stuff while I was having family time and stuff. I guess some crazy stuff went down on Twitter.
There was yesterday evening. Yeah. There's two handles. Now, these handles are they're researchers. And I say there's two. The reason why I say there's two handles, because I haven't confirmed that both of these handles are just each one individual, because of the depth of research that one is done and presented. Right. So for me, I'm like, I believe we all have beautiful minds, and I know there are some beautiful minds out there that are, very top shelf, above top shelf, right? I am, but even then, there's still some help. They still have help in there somewhere.
Oh yeah.
That being said, let me do I have the ability to share my screen? I do. Let me let my little buddy in here.
Yeah,
So
I was kind of off.
apologize for that.
I was kind of offline for the holiday. So I'm
I know.
curious. I'm
I know you
curious
were. I was
for
like,
you to
wow, I
tell me,
haven't seen one
because
post.
you
She's
know I
doing
would have been
really
over it.
good. I
Yeah.
know. I know. So let me share my screen here for everybody out there in YouTube land and on the Twitter or X. Still have a
Or
hard time
Facebook.
saying right. Let's do that. Bam. Okay. And you have to add it to the feed. You're in command. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now
Oh,
on your screen, if you're on a smartphone, I apologize in advance. All you see is little speckles of dots. This is what I came across last night that was posted by one individual. I call him double X, but this individual's handle is much longer. I can put that in the chat just in a little
yeah.
bit later.
Is this like the XX underscore
Yeah,
one
the
one
XX
three?
underscore
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
1122
yeah,
underscore. Yeah. Yes,
yeah,
that
yeah.
that is that handle, and also at utility. Oh dang, was it utility? Oh man, I'm dropping the ball on him right now. Dang. Oh, there we go. But anyways, this got posted on Double X's feed. I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, what's this? Follow the money, crypto." I was like, "Let's check this out." So this is what I saw. And let me zoom in over here, and you would not believe all the connections that they have made of a who's who, a what's what, and etc. Here's an example. This is Coinbase. And I know I'm zoomed in pretty tight here, but
Yeah.
just for what's on your screen, you
I'm gonna
can
full
see a
screen it.
few. Yeah, full
There.
screen it. You can see a few of the entities, a few of the people. And when you click on each one of these images or icons, etc., out pops a little bio. But then it goes a little deeper on the bio. It shows in Coinbase's example here, or here's here's the investors that are invested in Coinbase. If you look at the top one, ARK
Arc.
Investment Management, yeah, and we know Catherine Wood.
Yep.
She's
Very smart lady.
I know she's so
Very
smart, dude.
is. I do.
Yeah.
I like
So
her.
it's like, she's invested in Coinbase, post IPO equity, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
there is obviously a lot of them that I didn't recognize, but no surprise to me. I am just a little guy. Let's go back to that real quick. Sorry, I haven't figured out how to totally navigate all this just yet because
Yeah.
hasn't even been 24 hours since I
You
this
know
was
that
posted and I came
you know
across.
what this reminds me of, Simon? I mean, these are the
What's
same
that?
people. This is the same people that did the um uh hold on, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna remove this for a second.
Sure.
Um, this is the same people that have
Oh,
the other mind maps that are very similar to the one that you're talking about. Remember the one that you
yeah.
um
Yeah.
I don't
So
think you did. Yeah, you received
I
one that.
received a 132 or 136 page PDF,
Yep.
okay, of connections just like this.
Right.
And I didn't know who created it.
Yeah.
And on
But
my
I
and
did when I saw it.
but you did you figured out within minutes, which was awesome. Like,
Yeah.
oh sweet, thank you.
Yeah.
So I was gonna do like a whole video series on that, right? But
Yeah.
unfortunately, like, okay, I had the
It's
name, I had the name of the entity or group or
yeah.
whatever, but it was like, okay, I'm definitely out of my box here. Um, I don't even know where to go to begin to research this. Where I'm
Yeah.
gonna where I can associate the connection, right? Well, this is like phase 2 of that PDF, where this is an interactive map. Anybody can get on this map, and really start. I mean, you could do a rabbit hole. I love it, but
can you post the link in the chat, in the StreamYard chat?
yes, I will post the link in the StreamYard chat right now.
So when the original 130 whatever page PDF that had all this
everybody.
stuff,
Check it out.
They've been posting that stuff all on Twitter, right? And it is Citizen of the Future, and this XX113 whatever
let me
account.
Let me go find. I'm gonna.
If you find them, then we
can
could post it in the video show notes too.
Yes,
but these guys, and there's probably even more than them that are contributing, but there's a lot of people
that's my assumption.
When I first looked at the utility theory, that's the one. When I first looked at the first set of documents, I mean, I spent hours, and I was going to do a video, several videos breaking it down and doing the connections, but just doing all of the research to put this stuff together, it is very time consuming. So folks, when you go to this link and you start looking at it, understand the amount of time that it took somebody to do this, because it really does take a lot. And this, not only are these connections that you're going to see valuable in terms of the crypto space, but say we have some folks here that are listening that, you know what, it just spooks them out about cryptocurrency, and that it doesn't matter. Look at the companies that are connected to these to these mind maps and the people. And if you're looking to invest your money and figure out where the future is, this is your opportunity. Not financial advice. I'm just saying, this is your opportunity to research things and invest in companies that are the future. And I mean, we're at the very beginning of this kind of stuff, and man, if we would have paid attention or given attention to, the .coms of the world and all of the other stuff, this is bigger than that. I mean, this is bigger than that. But I mean,
phase 2.
Then you think about Amazon and Google and Facebook and all those things.
Let me show you. Yeah, it's all right here.
Show it. I'm gonna add it to the stage. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
You ready for me too? Okay.
Right. Okay. So
you want me to big screen it?
Yep. That's good. We can check it out. So I'm hovering over Coinbase. Okay. I almost said Cornbase. Coinbase. And so all those other icons that are lit up have a connection or an indirect connection to Coinbase. Okay. And when I say connection, let's really call it for what it is. They have some type of working relationship. That doesn't mean they're working full time together or anything like that. It's these entities or people or government departments or financial institutions are playing a role, have played a role within the structure of that entity at some level. But the bigger picture here is that according to at utility theory, this is how the structure is for this financial system. Okay. And so yesterday I of course was looking for anything that I knew, and I came across Coinbase, which that was a fun little rabbit hole that I went down. Then I started using this legend over on the left-hand side, bottom corner. And I was like, oh, governments. Well, where's the governments? Well, here's a few. And I just hovered over one, and I was like, what's this one? That's the U.S. Department of State.
Interesting.
Okay. Let's do another one. So I kind of zoomed in. I zoomed in a little bit. I'm like, well, who are you guys connected to? Who's this? Matthew Homer? Who's that guy? does a little bio about Matthew, right? Let me escape out of that. But let's see who Matthew's connected to. The United States Department of Financial Services. He is, I don't know if he's golf buddies. These are just my terms. Okay. I don't have any proof that they play golf together. It's a possibility. David Schwartz, Jack McDonald, Standard Custody and Trust Company.
Standard.
The Standard. Now, today, there's the connections for CIA on here, DARPA, Department of Homeland, the Federal Reserve. They're all on here. Yep. And so without, going full rabbit hole and being like, oh my gosh, this is conspiracy theory. It's like, no.
It's not.
This is business. This is business, right? So if you look at this with a perspective of, hey, this is how global business and infrastructure is done, this is a beautiful representation of that that anybody could literally follow. So today I was trying to look at some of these intersections, like, hey, who has the most strings coming out of their icon? I know that probably sounds a little messed up, but that's just who I am. I came across this one, which is Start X, Stanford Start X Fund. I was like, wow, well, how many connections do they have? And if you look, I'm going to zoom out a little bit, but everything that's lit up right there.
Yep. Wow.
Look.
Do you
look at what they're all involved in. Okay, now
it's incredible.
I'm gonna bring something to the forefront right here. The forefront. Okay, now I'm not going to tell you exactly where I live, but I do watch the Seahawks when they're good. And the Seahawks had won a Super Bowl. And after they won the Super Bowl, there was defensive end Richard Sherman. Okay, boy can talk, but
the Shermanator.
The Shermanator. He graduated from what college? Stanford. In this post-game interview after it, the question about Bitcoin got brought up, and he said, and I quote, Bitcoin is the future. This was, I swear to God, this is like 2010, 2011, something like that. And I was like, there's that Bitcoin again.
I saw that.
My little brother told me about that. What's up with that? And so now today I'm having this huge crypto universal, told you, their Stanford, StartX.
Yep.
Stanford. And I was like, son of a biscuit. There's a connection. So this for me, if you're new to crypto, which I know a lot of people out there are, you might have been in the game. I say the game. You might have been invested or been learning about cryptos for maybe, a couple of years, a year, 2 years, 3 years.
You might just be dipping a toe.
You might be dipping your toe. You might still have your sock on, right? You're still socked on right now. Right, still got socks on, and you might go in the pool with your socks. Even I do that. Make sure the water's good. You don't want to feel the cold water instantly. You want to, Anyways, I digress on the cold water. This right here, though, if you think or you have a thought that where's crypto going, this map literally tells you where crypto is. This map tells you, and I know I'm getting a little fired up and a little passionate, and I apologize for that.
No,
but dude, this is where crypto is, and where's crypto going? Watch all those players, because they're already doing it. Some of these companies were founded in 2005, PayPal era, right? And I mean, don't get me started on that, but that's in here too. One of the co-founders of PayPal, a billionaire,
Elon Musk.
Yes, but there's I can go to that.
What is it? It starts with a T, right?
Paul,
Peter Thiel.
Yeah, Thiel. Yeah, Peter Thiel.
Peter
Thiel. Yes, that's him. Correct. Dude, 10 points to Gryffindor.
No,
for that one.
No, listen, Simon, I appreciate you, and I appreciate you being so excited to find this, because over the past several years, I've been looking at this. I did not get access to this particular map, okay? but I've been researching like on my own, making these connections, and then I found Citizen of the Future and this
Yep.
1133 whatever. I followed them for quite some time now. Um, but it's this makes it easier for us to show because it again, it goes back to the amount of
Yes.
time and work
Yes.
and making the
Yes.
connections. And all I know is, I'm not a rocket scientist, okay? But I'm smart enough to understand the people that are involved in these things. I've watched videos like you're talking about from 2010 and 2011, 2010, 2009, 2012. I've watched a lot of the old videos and the things that people say. All this stuff has been in the works for a long time. These connections and this, and I just think they've been doing things. It's kind of one of those things. If you followed the Q movement at all, and they had the little hints and things like that, where they say everything is out in the open, multiple meanings exist. Well, I personally think the multiple meanings exist have to do with this, have to do with the financial system, because it's the greatest thing that's happening in terms of like this is the greatest reset ever, like the greatest transfer of wealth ever, and the greatest chance for us all to take back some power and with this technology that's being developed. And if we educate ourselves and we help to other people to get involved in this, then we all get a little piece of being a part of it, right? Being a part of what's happening. And it is super exciting. And like I said, I'm just thrilled to pieces to have some other people that are seeing this. And when you
Oh,
saw it, you
I
recognize
am.
how
Mhm.
significant this is,
Yep.
you
Oh
know,
yes. Oh yes. Oh yeah. No. When I say I tip my hat to these, to these two
incredible. Yes.
individuals or groups.
Yep.
um,
Yeah. Right.
thank you. I
Whoever.
just thank you from
Yep.
the bottom of my heart. You literally gave me an image that now I can drive home to, in my hometown to whoever. And side note, I would like to talk about this map for probably the better part of the next year on,
Yeah.
here or every other week or something. We could talk
I
about
think
that,
we
but
should.
I will be talking about this. I
Yep.
have yet to hear
Me
from
too.
Alan Staple because
Yep. He's going to love it.
I want him to. Oh, I know. I already sent it to him and the Staple crew over there. Much love to the Staple crew as well.
Can I
And
say one thing? Can I say one
yeah.
thing? Uh, This is off topic, but really quick. I
All
did
right, let's
talk
go
to
off topic. Here comes
I
the
did
train, baby. Here comes the
no,
train.
no, because we're gonna go back to we're circling back to this, but I just wanted to say because you mentioned Alan, and Alan
Uh-huh.
called me the other day and he's like, "Are you going to XRP Vegas?" And I'm
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
"Yes." So
Yeah. Cool.
in any event, I wanted to like say like Simon, we're going,
Yeah.
and
No. 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 Nope.
it's
We
in
are.
May.
He are. He,
So
yep.
let's
He
make
he
plans,
called me up.
people. Yeah, we're gonna
By the way,
we got
that
to do it.
is May
May
3rd and
3rd and
4th.
4th, something like that. Yeah,
Correct.
so I
Yeah.
got a little bit of time
Yeah.
to save up some money, and, talk Ryan into coming with me, and yeah, I think, those are our little clan, let's get it together, let's make some plans,
Yeah.
we're
Go
gonna
for it.
it's gonna be great fun. Even if I
It'll be
can't afford to
huge.
go to the conference, I'm gonna go to all the parties.
Whoa. Well, that
Huh?
might be more expensive than the conference.
Well, but I mean, there's going to be other parties besides the $5 or $1,000 party. But in any event, if we're in the vicinity, it's going to be fantastic. So,
Dude, we're in Vegas. Are
cheers!
you kidding
I'm
me?
gonna go. Cheers! I'm going. We're going.
Yep.
Megan, we're going. Okay. Back to futurecitizen.news. That is guys, if you're wanting to know and the link's not looking opening for you in the chat, it's futurecitizen.news forward
Yep.
slash follow the money transformation. But if you just go futurecitizen.news, you'll find this.
Yes, you
Carry
will.
on. Tell me the most
So
internet interesting connections.
oh, There's so many. I spent just today on Stanford, just reading. And honestly, dude, after about 3 hours, my brain was done. I was totally done. I was like, dude, I felt like Neo. I felt like Neo the first time he knows kung fu. Right? That's what I felt like. I'm like,
were you like this? Were you like this when you're reading? When you're like,
I was like, what's this do? And there's the side panel that
nobody's
pops up.
nobody's supposed to know. This is a big secret.
No, this is everybody's. This. Here's the thing. This is not big secret stuff.
No,
right?
It's out in the open.
This is all out there, right? We just have to give up our time. And when you look at how much time somebody gave to build this, it's very it's a lot of time. I can't say thank you enough for this.
I would love to meet these guys for
you better be careful what you wish for. You might be walking out your house one day, have a black mass pulled over you, get thrown in a van, and you're taking some secret site, and then you meet the team. Of course, that'd be kind of cool. A little scary at first, though.
No, I would shit my pants. That would not be cool. I do not want to meet you I don't want to meet you guys that bad. Okay.
You said you wanted to meet us.
I thought it would be sweet, but I changed my mind.
Can you drop me back off at the McDonald's? I don't want to get something to eat. I just need to go home. So honestly, on this, there were so many connections. At the bottom here, there is a lot of projects that were listed. XRP, XLM.
I noticed when you click on the individual ones, it actually it brings up the connections.
Yeah, so it does. Like here's Litecoin. Here's Litecoin. Bam, there's Litecoin. So to my surprise, I don't really know. I didn't know this, but there's a connection with Flare Network.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The Flare Network was an airdrop, or the Flare token, Spark, was an airdrop for all XRP holders back in the day. I think it was 12/12/2020 or something like that. Was the date for the snapshot for all that. So I found that pretty interesting. Where was another one? Where's Soul? There's Soul. Bam. And here's Soul. Look there. Where's the Google one? There's the Google one up here. I seen it. Block Tower Capital Red Race. No, there was something Google, and I was like, I knew it. Look, FTX, you gone.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. So, but see, that's just the connection, right? So, when you're looking at this, have that open mind that, there was, or it still is, some type of relationship there. The level of the relationship, how deep that relationship is, is, unbeknownst to, excuse me, all of us. Let's go to HBAR. Black Tower Capital again. IBM. Oh, that's it. Stronghold. You guys want a coin to get? Right there. HBAR. Go get you some HBAR. Legit.
HBAR is definitely, HBAR, I saw an old video. I think it was Mike Maloney.
Oh, here it is. Google.
It was either Mike Maloney or Bill Stills, but it was one of the two. I think it was Mike Maloney. An old video of his he had on Bitcoin and HBAR, and that is before anybody was talking about HBAR. This guy, and who is he? He's a gold and silver guy.
Yep.
And also History of Money guy. All of his videos, if anybody's ever seen any of them, they're just fantastic.
You know what?
But the fact that he was on this that long ago, that's why I might hypothetically have a little bit of HBAR because of Mike Maloney.
Yeah,
at 10 cents. I mean, whatever. It's a gamble. How much money? This is how I look at it. Look at how much money do we waste on bullshit? Sorry, bad language, but a $7 or $8 coffee or whatever, if H bar was like, 10 cents or whatever, it's not very expensive. You can get a handful of them for the cost of a cup of coffee that you're spending. That's too much calories, bad for your heart anyway, because too much caffeine. And it's just silliness, really, when you could make your own coffee,
Yeah, you can
um,
get 80 H bar right now.
80 H bar. Oh, yeah, right.
80 H bar. I know that sounds like
Right.
like
Yeah. No.
ADHD.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I'm like,
No,
what
you
you
can get
talking about, woman?
ADHB. You can get
Right?
ADHB. 80 H bar.
ADHD. Right. For the cost of a cup of coffee. Right.
That's right. I'm
So
thinking, oh, Shiba, you knew.
Sheba.
You can go. I'm not
I'm not,
financial advice.
yeah.
I'm just putting things in perspective. You
Yeah.
could, if you want to, go get that. So, let's see what else is on here. Here's one that nobody really talks about, knows about. Casper. Of course, you really can't get it anywhere. And this is a coin. Let's see, who are you connected to, Mr. Kapner? Oh, here we go. So here we go. Casper Labs. Look what's right next door. The WEF.
World Economic Forum. Yep.
Okay. I know everybody has their opinions on that, but it is what it is. This is the world you live in. And these are the players. IBM once again.
Here's IBM is going to be significant. I've looked into them, and there's a lot of things that they're working on that they're a part of. Arrington Capital, XRP Capital. The thing about the WEF is, and I'm not a champion for them, but here's the thing. A lot of the biggest businesses in the world are members of the WEF. These are the richest elite people. These are the companies. Okay.
Yeah.
In my opinion, this is just my opinion and my speculation, but I firmly believe that we are rebuilding not just the United States, but the world. Okay. We're changing our infrastructure, and we are creating a level playing field. And all of these players are involved. They might have had a different idea in the direction that we were going to go in, and they're still fighting like heck for them to go in that direction. However, there's other people that are their competition, which they might not have had competition like they have now. And so what I feel like the people in the WEF, you don't want those businesses to fail that are part of these world. There's too many people involved. The spider web is great. There's so many tentacles coming out to
connections. Just like
right.
this.
And so really it's an integration between the old and the new, right? We have to marry these together. At some point they're gonna collide, and they're already colliding. But we need to make it as soft as possible to do the least amount of damage to the least amount of people. And so
I would say entities. I would say the least amount of damage to the entities.
Well, to the entities, but through the entities are the people. See, there is no entity without the people, because there's a whole bunch of people that work underneath those entities, right? So,
absolutely. If you think of it, let me put it into another perspective. Okay.
Yeah.
You just mentioned the XRP Vegas event. Woo! Let's go. Okay. Yeah. So that's our version of the World Economic Forum meetings, right? We're gonna go connect with like-minded people, right?
Yeah.
It's a networking, and here's the new things that are coming out, and we need your love and support, and here's what we're gonna do, and here's how we're gonna change it in our region, our area, our industry, etc. Right? And that's what this XRP event is about. Even when you go to if any one of you have ever been to a cryptocurrency meetup, you can go to meetup.com actually and type in cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, and you'll find meetups. I host one myself. We've been lagging this last couple months, but that's all right. But every second Saturday we meet up and we talk crypto, and that's like a G7 meeting.
Very cool. Yeah, I love it. No, but
at a very low street level. But
hey, man. Cool. It all
Gotta start
starts at the
somewhere. Gotta
low
start
level.
somewhere.
It all starts at the low level. We are the most powerful. We are the most powerful. And then when we get together, like what you're doing, that's fantastic because
I want to.
we're educating ourselves and we're helping others educate themselves. So I
That's
love
right.
it.
And I want to touch on something that you were talking about a little earlier about the biggest transfer of wealth.
Yeah.
And I'd like to,
Yeah.
and I'm not being, I'm going to highlight something here, and I'm not trying to show negativity at all. Okay.
Okay.
These are the facts. Okay.
Yep.
Through this transfer of wealth, when wealth is transferred, that is the great and probably the most opportune time for everybody to, like you said, take it. And
Yeah.
take it, we must. We
Yep.
must take it. Otherwise, it will, and it already is in some ways, in my opinion, being taken away from us.
100%.
How, Simon, how might this be taken away from us? Well, if you would go back and watch episode, I think it was 3 or 4 on the Dipito Crypto, when Melissa shared that video with Jamie Dimon up in front of Congress, and it was Elizabeth Warren asked some, question. Ooh, I just got chills and I'm a little angry now.
I'm like
Don't know
nailed on
why.
the chalkboard.
You're right. And he said, if I was in government, I would shut Bitcoin down. Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said. Now,
Of course he would.
Shortly after that video, I saw a post that someone had posted on Twitter, of course, and it said, and this was allegedly coming from Chase Bank. It said, as of October 23rd or 26th, we will no longer, if any wire transfers that we assume or think are going to some type of cryptocurrency business, exchange, etc., we will deny them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now.
Yeah.
Now you're kind of like, well, that's messed up. It's like that is them taking it from you, right?
Yeah.
That's a move. Okay.
Yep.
I'm not going to speak to why they would. It's like, well, they see that, hey, this is huge. We kind of drug our feet a little bit, right? But now we're in there. We're a little late to the table, but now we're going to start pushing everybody out of the way in the ways that we can, so that they can take as much as they can take with the individuals at their level, right? So back to the World Economic Forum. Imagine if them all got in a bar fight. You know what I mean? Right? Okay. So, there's a few of them that
would be a sight, Simon. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, it'd be, it would be. I mean, it would be a sight. I wonder how much tickets would go for.
Throwing down. I don't.
Right.
I think it would be terrible.
Anyways, I'm just saying, like, when
Yeah.
I'm coming from the perspective of, when I say a bar fight, I'm saying, giving reference to competition. That's what business is, right? It's I'm with you. But sometimes people might say you play dirty. It's like, I play dirty, but it's legal. So it's in the rule book. I can do it, right? What's up, XRP Slave? What's good?
What's up?
So in a roundabout way, they're taking it. So we have to take it, right? We don't have to take it in the way or with the attitude that they take it. However, I would suggest, friend to friend, homie to homie, that you protect it that way, much like you would defend your family, much like you would defend your home, any other property of yours, etc. Right? Same rules apply. Because in order to kind of to get at that table that they are all currently at, right, you have to step up your lifestyle game. And I don't mean about image. I mean just about how you think about money, how you understand about money. What you think you know about business is probably more dangerous than what you just don't know about business. Or what you know about money, or what you think you know about money, is more dangerous than what you actually just don't know about money. By the way, that's from Nelson Nash. Really cool guy, infinite banking concept. But I just kind of see that. Today I was on YouTube as well, scrolling through the feeds, and Universe made me click a video of a channel that I haven't really watched in a while. And this individual said that they went to their credit union in one of the 48 states that they reside in, and they were going to do a wire transfer. And they said they were going through the normal process, and then they go, "Oh, we've added that. We have some more questions we actually got to ask you." And they turned around the monitor, I guess, and showed them a list of entities.
What's this money for?
Well, yeah, there's the what's the money for? Like they always ask that, right? I'm not going to get into that topic, but they wanted to know: are you sending it to any one of these entities? Because if you are, we're not going to send it, right? And the individual said no, and was going to question them right then and there, but decided, hey, why don't I let them get my wire through before I start
do my wire
asking
first
questions? Yeah, before I start throwing some red flags on the football field.
Move.
Right? Yeah, good move. Yeah, smart play. So they waited, wire's all done, and then they asked the questions, of course. And of course, the everyday worker bee doesn't really know. It's just that's what it's part of their new protocol. They don't fully understand why, but hey, I'm here to work. That's what I get paid to do. So check yes or no. And they said that most of them, if not all of them, were related to some type of crypto. And they did ask, well, are they,
is it because illegal? Is there a reason?
Yes, exactly. Like, is this like some FTX thing? Is there, are they trying to block that or whatever? So what did I do? I knee-jerk reactions, right? I totally was like, grab my phone. I grabbed my phone. I made a phone call. I called up a credit union, and I just got the everyday worker bee, right? And I asked them if there was any change in their policies in regards to wiring. And they're like, well, not that I'm aware of. I'm like, so no, whoa, Brendan Lott's in the house. Woohoo! Bitcoin say what? So I made the phone call and asked them about the policies. They said no. And they said, well, why do you ask? I said, oh, you know how it is. You're talking to somebody, and they said that there was like a whole new like list of places you can wire the money to. And I'm going to be wiring money at some point here, probably in the next like year. So I'm just trying to plan my attack. I want to make sure all my T's are dotted and all my I's are crossed.
Yeah.
And so, and they're like, no, nothing as of yet, but you definitely call before the day before you're wanting to do the wire, just to make sure that there's anything, which again,
I mean, that's a normal response.
That's a normal, that's a total normal response. The cool thing is okay, isolated situation, right? Some credit unions, Rocky says hi.
Hello,
Rocky. And it could be a state to state thing. And what I mean by state to state is because I know in the crypto space, depending on where you live, some of us can have access to certain cryptocurrency exchanges and others can't. What's up, dude? Oh, I got you. Hold on.
I'm going to share this website while you're done.
Yeah, share it. I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah. So I think it's just isolated, but just something again. Dip your toe. Be aware. Right. Take things slow. Never mind. It got handled for me.
Okay.
My angel is home. She's taking care of the little one now. So, but yeah, share the website.
I do want to share this. Just kind of go. Guess circling back to the interactive website.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna share it to the stage. There you go. So
yes, perfect.
So guys, this is the follow the money mind map that we've been talking about. Exploring the silent power structures of the globe with FCN, which is Future Citizen News. This is the creator of this. But what I wanted to show everybody, if they hadn't gone to the website yet, there's a lot of stuff involved. Besides, this is what Simon's been going over, which I think we might talk more about these connections. But but basically it's the mapping the elite's influence by tracing the venture capital trail. And what did I say? The global web of elite influence unraveling the transformation map. The transformation map is a window into the widespread networks of the super rich, and their influence spans the continents and industries, transcending traditional boundaries. So this diagram goes beyond those lines, and it has all the connections. And as you click on it, you'll find that out. But this is what I wanted to share. See the top future citizen news articles. So not only does it have the mind map, but it also has these articles. This one's talking about XDC network, and it's just a
Oh yeah,
whole
that's huge. By the way,
whole
that's huge.
whole thing.
That XCC thing. I
Yeah.
saw some posts on that. We can get into that another day, but yeah, that's another coin to get.
I just wanted everybody to really appreciate all of the things that are in this,
Yeah,
and then I'll stop seeing. But they really do. It's. I really hope that you guys go to futurecitizen.news. Um,
yeah, go
and
there, go
I
there.
just
Really,
wanted to. I mean, there's just so much stuff, but I'm gonna stop sharing now.
Brent,
And go
Brenda
back.
just made a comment. Boy, I'm behind on the news. No, Brenda, actually, we're like phase 2 of the bull run. So this is when all the news actually becomes good news.
Yeah.
We've gone through a dry spell. Trust me, you haven't missed much. It's just getting
Nice.
exciting. Boy, you got your bartender in house?
My bartender just walked in the room with a wig on, and it's hilarious. We bought the grandkids some wigs for
Right
Halloween
on.
or for Christmas. We went karaoke machine. I hope the grands aren't listening. I hope they're not listening.
You might want to hold off on that, man. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
get in trouble just because you're spilling the beans.
I'm not gonna say
Yeah,
anymore
yeah.
in
Well,
case
see, you.
my
Yeah, you heard your
grandchildren
bartender.
do
Listen to your bartender. Your
occasionally.
bartender knows everything. Listen to your bartender.
I trust my bartender.
Yeah, right
Carry on, Simon. Did you want me to add this back to the stage again?
um,
Your site, or were you
you know
or
what?
did you
No,
want
no, no, no,
okay.
no. Anybody else can really go check that out. But Melissa, I would like you and I and maybe Alan, let's coordinate something because I actually really want to dive deep on this.
Me
Alan,
too.
dude, actually, if
Me
you
too.
guys have not checked out the Staple Crew,
Yes.
and checked out Alan over there and
Yep.
B Man, let me tell you what, Alan, this is you want to actually share the screen. Share the screen one more time, just one more time.
You want this one?
Yeah, that one. Okay, and you can just leave it how it is right there. Thank you for
Yep.
that.
Okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is what Alan sees. Alan can connect the dots in his head. He knows
Yeah.
how things flow.
Yep.
And he might not know the company, but if you describe what that company is doing or will be doing, he's like, oh, yeah, that'll do this and this will do that and so on and so forth. This is his head right here. I would love for Double X and him to actually have a conversation.
That would
That
be
would
an
be
incredible
that would be
conversation.
awesome. Yeah,
If
love
I
me
can
some
figure
Staple
out
Crew
how to
right
hook
on.
them up, yeah, that would be
Well,
amazing.
Alan does have a connection, a 6 degrees of separation to utility theory. So, I'll reach
Okay.
out and actually talk to that. But I would like you and I, if you're willing to really kind of dive deep into this.
Yeah. I'm
Maybe
gonna
we
do
could
it
just
anyway.
yeah, me too. Well, I'm totally gonna dive in deep too, but just like maybe we focus on exchanges or something like that, where we can say, hey, here's the exchange, here's all the companies invested. Look at these people invested. Pay attention. Like this is a real thing. Here's the things to be paying attention to out in the world when their name gets dropped. You can go, oh yeah, hey, I think that's on the map. Let's go look at that. So
Yeah.
uh yeah, XRP slave. Yeah, absolutely. Alan is cool. Yeah. Yeah, Alan's very, very, very,
Yeah,
very
we
cool.
love
But yeah,
him.
there you go. There's a perfect representation of Alan's mind, and what he can do is connect the dots. Fa la la la. Connect the dots. La 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 la. There we go. What else is going on in crypto land? I talked about we have to fight for your right to crypto. And you have to fight for it. If on ramps are becoming few and far between, you're going to have to find different ways. It might be a
Yeah.
little bit more challenging for you heavy hitters out there that have big money, unless you're already sitting at the table previously discussed in this conversation. I know for myself, things have become challenging. Not as easy. It's not that big of a deal, but they are becoming a little bit more challenging. There's the slow restricting implementations that are or slow restrictions or slow
Yeah.
implementations of restrictions being put in. That's kind of standard, in my opinion, of just how it works here in the great US of A. So I would imagine to watch for a continuation of that, and really be a step ahead, figuring
Mm-hmm.
out how you can um say, you know roll things over if you have other investments or things like that. I have to say I would not recommend BTC in IRAs anymore. Pity to deal with that withdrawal. I can explain later. All right, cool, Brenda. Brenda says, have to say I would not recommend BTC in an IRA anymore. Pity to, oh yeah, awesome, nice job. Pity to deal
You're welcome.
with the withdrawal. I can explain that later privately. Perfect, Brenda. We'd love to hear about that so we can spread some complications. But there it is. That's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. That off ramp is restricted, and it could be a while for
Well,
you to
normally
realize your gain.
normally you wouldn't be withdrawing from an IRA or a 401k. This if you were normally if you were just going to invest in it and leave it
Right,
set,
yeah, money in,
you
money
know,
out. Right, I get
I
that.
think I will say this right at the moment, if you have your money in a 401k, Bitcoin 401k or an IRA, and you just leave it, I think you're fine. Okay. Except right now, as we're going through these regulations, and there's a lot of things that are up in the air, right? And so there's other factors that could make it take longer.
Hmm.
Even if you withdraw, I will say, like, I have experience in people's 401ks, traditional 401ks and Roth
Right.
401ks, and rolling them over into different plans and things like that. And there are certain steps that need to be taken, and certain things that need to be done on different parties' behalfs. Okay. So you got the
Hmm.
person who needs to fill out the stuff. You got the employer, or generally it's an employer who does signing off, or whoever the custodian was, signing off and getting transferred over to the new place. So there's a lot of moving parts. And so if there's one piece of information missing that doesn't get followed up on, it can delay it. Okay. And if somebody is sick, and it just there's a lot of things that
Right.
happen.
There's a lot of
As
moving. Well, look
that's
at
all
that
I'm
map.
saying.
Look at
Yes.
that map. Okay, now imagine that those are the
Right.
that's the pinnacle, right? There's a
Yeah.
whole slew of working parts below those entities and
Yes.
people.
And
Real
they're
deal.
just people, and then that's just in the traditional. This is just traditional stuff. It can take you a long time to move some stuff. So when you put the regulations on top of it, um, the changes and the
Yep.
uncertainty and things like that, um, I could see where it would cause delay. So, I understand what she's saying. She wouldn't recommend it in anymore, and I wish she could elaborate on that a little bit, because um, if she's
Another day.
saying
I think another
it's
day.
hard to yeah, it's hard to withdraw. I just don't want. I mean, there are some really good advantages to putting them in there, into
Sure.
it,
Oh
for
yeah, we're
those
we're
that don't
we're
want to self custody.
we're close. We're
We
close
are.
to ETF, right? If ETF
You
happens,
don't
your
just don't make
401ks,
knee-jerk
all that.
reactions. Yes. Don't make
Yeah.
dumb
Don't make
decisions.
knee jerk reactions, but
No.
at some point the ETF, Bitcoin, and etc. will be available for your 401ks, your Vanguards, etc. And
It's coming.
the reason is because those funds legally and lawfully is a contract, and they have agreed to play in a certain field or scope, okay, of investment. So once that physical asset, like we have that physical digital asset of Bitcoin or XRP, like we hold that, right?
Yeah.
Well, in the ETF world and your 401ks and etc., that's a fund, right? So a fund has to deal with another fund or fund management, right? So if that fund management is the custodial of those assets in basic terms, right? Because okay, Grayscale holds Bitcoin,
If you
right?
put it into
And
a
they're
fund, if you put it into a fund though, but I don't
Vanguard's an ETF fund, right?
yeah, I know, but I'm saying when people are putting their Bitcoin into
Not the
their IRA or whatever, like
not
how they put
I'm
they
only speaking about if you're not into crypto with your 401k
okay. You're
and
talking
you want to use your 401k to get into crypto, I
yeah.
would say maybe just wait for the ETF
Okay,
and
okay.
pick it.
I
Right. That's
apologize.
all. Yeah.
I was misunderstanding it.
Yeah.
I was
That's
like,
where I'm
"Wait a
going
minute."
with that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
No. I mean, look, you could totally do Cody Garcia. What's good?
Cody.
You could totally just wait for that because now you're on a even level playing field at that point, because you may run into problems that Miss Brenda has obviously ran into.
Yeah,
More to
sorry
come on that
about that,
later.
Brenda. That
Yeah,
I'm
that's
glad
like,
that you let us know about
Brenda,
it.
I love you,
Absolutely.
girl.
We love you.
We love you. Yeah,
We love you so
been
much.
a long time, man. It's so nice to see you. I can. Oh, that's awesome. You just kind of made my day again. I love it. Let's
Yep.
see. So what else was I gonna mention on that? Okay,
You
I
know what?
have not
Well,
done.
oh,
Go ahead. No, go for it.
I was just I just lost it. Hold on. No, because you were like, what is just happening? And something happened. It was one of
Oh, did you?
something was
Oh, yeah.
affecting the UK only though. Um
Uphold.
yes.
Uphold.
And
That's a
they were
thing.
yes, it is. Elaborate. You know what it is then.
Yeah. So,
Because I read it. I read it. I was like, I was sneaking looking at stuff
so
on the fly.
Uphold was I can't remember. They were limiting something, but it was
Yeah, they
only to
were
UK.
yep.
Um,
And I actually I can go to
and I
my
want to go look.
profile because
Um,
I somebody said it wasn't that big a deal, and I was like, well, it's a big deal to the people that are in the
if
UK.
if
The
it
UK
look
people care.
if it starts in one area,
Yep, they
eventually it'll
test
be in a
pilot.
town near you. And let me tell you,
Mhm.
and I very much agree with this because it's just fact. The rules for trading in the
Mm,
UK, okay, investing
mhm,
are pretty much the same rules we have here in the almighty USA.
mhm.
So you could be a broker over in the UK and it's the same deal. So you can trade in both markets. Same license almost. Identical. Still have to take the test, but guess what? You don't have to study.
Yep.
Very, very, very close. Extremely close. So if it's happening over there, and or in Canada, then it could come down here. So we just need to be aware of that. I can't remember what they were limiting, but I saw that
I
on.
do. I do. I'm gonna
Oh,
let's see.
you go ahead and find that, and it looks like there's a few more
I'll share
questions.
my
That
I'm gonna share my screen. Is that okay?
okay? Yeah, that's cool. I
Um
always tell my roommate
do-do-do.
they the
Follow up.
professor was at. Oh yeah, um, the crypto professor says, speaking of Grayscale, how about Barry over there at Grayscale? He resigned. Barry Silbert. Yeah.
Oh, what? I did not know that.
Oh, that's right. You've
Wow.
been on vacation from
I
social
have been on
media.
vacation.
How do you
Yeah,
feel?
what's
Melissa,
up?
how do you feel about missing out on the social media event?
I feel like I am missing
It's
out
okay.
on some information.
Yeah, that honestly, that was like a shock because I never hear about Grayscale. I've never, and I'm not like searching everything about Grayscale either. But for that to come across everybody's
what did
shows,
he
like, whoa,
resign
what do you mean?
for? Why?
Don't know. Just saw the little
So
headline ticker. I
Barry
didn't get into it.
Silbert, actually, I think he was one. I was looking up different, and I didn't realize.
In Canada
I
is
didn't realize that he
30,000 a
was
year on crypto, unless it's in Bitcoin, Ethereum. You can spend
Barry
as much as you want.
Silbert was Barry Silbert was somebody that I found videos. He's very early in the crypto space. And I saw like he shared he was at the same conference that Brad Garlinghouse was in the early days of Ripple. There were different conversations that he was having, and one of them I like downloaded it, and I was going to try to like put it in. I don't know who's talking.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I keep hearing somebody talking when I'm talking. I'm like, who's whispering in my ear?
Is it me?
I don't know. In any event, he, whenever I would try to get to this part where he was talking, it was a Yahoo News article. It would stop. It would not play. It was like it was being prevented from playing, and it was from years and years and years ago. So what do you think he resigned for? What's the reason? Do you know?
That I don't know. It's either an oopsie or it's time to leave, which is kind of typical. I'm totally assuming. I have no idea. I just saw that and I was like, wow, didn't see that coming. Unless he's just, hey, I'm out. I'm retiring. Like
no, there's done. More. Well, it says
sure
here, Gary or Barry, not Gary. That's the other schmuck. Barry Silbert, CEO and founder of Digital Currency Group, which that is a big, another big deal. He's resigned from the board of Grayscale Investments, the company behind the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, effective from January 1. So he's not resigned yet, 2024. His resignation was linked to Grayscale's application to convert GBTC into a U.S. spot exchange traded fund, ETF, being considered by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Mark Shifke, Shifke, DCG's chief financial officer, will succeed him as the chairman. The resignations have been linked to the possible approval of Grayscale spot Bitcoin ETF. So I wonder, like, did he resign for conflict of interest type thing, or I don't know. I don't understand why. Curious, crypto perfecter, what does he think? Because he's the one that brought this up.
Crypto professor, if you got a free hand, go ahead and type in your thoughts there. Got a few.
Unless he just thinks his job is done, you know. I mean, it could be one of those things.
Let's chew on that, Pat, just for a second. So you're telling me that Grayscale is like, hey, we'll get the approval, but you got to go.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And then here's this new individual coming in. You know what? If it's in this map, if it's in the map, if both these people are in this map over here, that'll be interesting. Oh, I heard.
Well, actually, according to the filing, DCG President Mark Murphy has also announced his resignation from the Grayscale board. Both resignations are effective January 1, 2024, with new members Mark Shifke and Matthew Kummel and Edward McKee joining the board. So
that actually could be experience with ETFs. I'm just throwing an idea out there. I'm throwing mud at the wall while I read a few other comments. Kind of like a CZ, you an ETF, then you an ETF, and then resign.
Yeah,
you Binance X. Yeah, you know, I mean, I get
it's kind of, it's like you hire the CEO type thing to do what the company's direction at the time and the work that needs to be done at the time, and then they move on and go another way. So perhaps, like, because they're saying this new guy He's a 64-year-old financial expert with a significant background in finance and banking. And
Okay.
he's currently the
Makes
chief
sense.
financial. So it does make sense. And maybe
Yeah.
Barry
I
just
mean,
wants to go
that's
on.
a smart move. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm out of pocket here. It's time for you to go, and I'm gonna go in the
Yep.
back. I'm gonna go in the back seat and take snooze,
Yeah.
collect my
So it
check,
doesn't, so
kind
a
of a thing.
resignation doesn't always mean a bad thing, I guess, is what I'm saying. So I was gonna share my screen real quick just to
Go ahead.
I
Go
will
ahead.
jump to
You
conclusions,
share your
Melissa.
screen. I'm gonna say this real quick. We're
Yep.
experiencing lots of winds in my neck of the woods, so
Okay.
there is a good chance that the power could go out. If it does, you know, you know, it
If it
does.
goes up. And
If it goes out,
what
it goes out.
what are you thinking on time here? We're quarter after. You want to go till what
I'll give it
time?
a full length. I'll get a full length 2 hours if we can, because
Okay.
we got a few questions here. We could go down. We
All
got
right.
XRP Slave has made a few comments. Cody Garcia as well has mentioned a few things. So we can chew on that fat too.
Are you able to see the chat on your end in
The
StreamYard?
comments.
The
Yeah.
comments in StreamYard?
Yeah.
So if you
Yep.
hover them, are you able to show them as well? So if you hover over top of them, you can do show, it'll do show
Nope.
high. Doesn't
Nope.
let you do
I
that?
can put them in timeout though.
Oh, guys better
Better watch
watch
your words.
out.
I put you in timeout.
uh,
All right.
all
Share the screen. Share the screen.
right, I was gonna share my screen. Let's see if you can see it. All right, so this was from T's Crypto Spot. Um,
Yeah.
Shout out
It
to
was
Lou
teased.
for
Yep.
sending me this. Well,
Yep. That's
Uphold, you
it.
sneaky devils,
Yep.
you.
Yep. That's the
Um,
one.
what am I prevented during the 24-hour cooling off period from January 8th, 2024? If you do not fall within one of the three categories defined within the self-categorization questionnaire, we'll be unable to offer you an Uphold account. So
Mm-hmm.
from January 8th, if your questions, your answers to the questions of the crypto risk assessment questionnaire demonstrate a lack of understanding of the risks involved in trading crypto assets, we will be unable to offer you an Uphold account. If you're unable to answer either questionnaire, we'll be able to unable to offer you an Uphold account. And okay, so basically, and I'm gonna stop sharing now.
Okay.
So somebody said when I posted this, because I'm like, this is something for people to pay attention to or give attention to.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like, and I haven't seen the questions, and I wish I had them in front of me, but it sounds like they're going to be asking people questions. Probably on their education level regarding crypto and the risks involved associated with it, okay? Because it is a volatile asset.
Hmm.
This is what I'm guessing, because it's talking about the self-categorization. It's talking about crypto risk assessment questionnaire. All right.
Right. They're
The
talking about
answers
self
to the
custody, right?
Okay. Well, with just even having an Uphold account, because you can get on there and so this makes me wonder if Uphold is this is the way that they're going to have people get into it and use their platform, because as we touched on a prior video where we talked about Uphold, it there are a lot of members that are part of the Uphold team. They do
Mm-hmm.
want people to have some self sovereignty. They do want people to have self empowerment and learn how to hold these assets themselves, and they're trying to work within the framework, the legal framework, okay,
Right.
for people to be
Right.
able to do that. I really truly believe that. And some people
Mm-hmm.
might disagree with me, but I appreciate you. And this is just my personal opinion.
Right.
This even reinforces that, because if anybody used back in the day when it first came out,
Mount
uh
Gox.
what no, not that one, but just the really the most popular one that that's easy to use, that people can buy crypto. What is it? It's the biggest one.
Finance.
Brian, not Binance. Oh, I can't believe I can't think. Coinbase.
Oh,
Coinbase,
okay.
right? Is it
Are you
Coinbase,
sure?
right?
Are you sure it's easy?
Yeah. Well, anyway, when people got on Coinbase, when I first got on Coinbase, and I don't know, maybe they still do it, but they had a bunch of little quizzes that you could take, and they were trying to educate their people that you were using the app, and they were educating them on the different types of coins. And so I remember they had Circle on there. I mean, they had a lot of different ones, and they would put you
Right.
through a series of questions and blah blah blah, and then you would win some free tokens
Sure.
for answering the thing, which I thought was
Right.
pretty cool. And this was many years ago. Anyway,
Right.
as we evolve with this, we grow, and people are more and more people get into this. You do need to understand the risks that are involved in this, these assets that you're purchasing. You're dipping a toe. We're dipping a toe. And so a place like Uphold, they're putting this crypto risk questionnaire out there. Perhaps that is their way of protecting themselves by, having
For
somebody answer
sure.
these questions, right? It makes
Hmm.
sense to me. Now, what I do know is a lot of different countries are doing a lot of trials on different things, and then they come here, just like you said. So while this is just the UK at the moment, that doesn't mean that it's not going to come here. And I would think that it possibly could end up being a something standard across the board with all of these types of apps. um I don't know that for sure, but that's just my initial reaction to seeing this and not having much time to like really look into it. So, what do you think on that, Simon?
Okay, so I feel like initially they're doing this because they have to, not because they want to. Initially, okay.
Mm.
If they have to do that in the UK,
Yeah.
that it's like they're saying if you can't if you can't answer these questions properly, we can't give you the account. Right? You can't have an
Isn't
account with us.
Can I
Right?
can I ask one
So
question? Isn't UK a
sure.
little bit farther ahead in their crypto legislation than we are? Or no? Are they a little
Hmm.
I thought they
I would
were.
say I would say yes.
That's what I think
Yeah.
too. Which that
I would
Yeah.
say yes. I mean a lot of crypto stuff over there. Even back in 2016, 2017, when I really started playing ball. They were I mean that's where if you had a project, you would
Yeah.
go to the UK or Europe or Africa as well. You bounce all over there. Here's a great example is India. Look at India. India
Right?
is like the new
Little hubby
big.
hub?
Oh no, big. It's big
Mhm,
now. There, you want to do deals, you go to India. You
mm.
want to sign country to country, international banks with international banks, international companies. You go do your deal in India.
What about Dubai?
That's India.
Oh, duh.
Knuckle boat. That's right. Dubai. You're on it. 10 points for Gryffindor. Um, so I think they have to do it. Again, this is a company prior to crypto that was already had a business. You could buy gold stocks from there, I believe, in precious metals, I believe. They weren't just doing crypto, right?
Nope.
So they already had a license, a
Mhm.
contract agreement with the government entity that is over them to follow these parameters, right? So
Mhm.
now now they have the threat of losing their license if they don't play ball at the request of the powers that be, the government, depending on what jurisdiction you're in. Okay. This is a contract deal, right? So, uh,
Well,
I mean,
or or
well,
it is a
I'm just talking about the license. I'm
it
only
is
talking
a
about the license they have.
or it's just a forward thinking um
It could
to
be
yeah.
they're trying to get more people on board because they're a
Mhm.
business. I need more customers. So how do I ensure that I get more customers? I got to go to dad and make a deal before he comes to me and kicks my face in. You know what I mean?
Or you already solved the problem before they can bring it to you. Or you already
Right.
solved, or you already know. And I think a lot of these, they have these people that have been involved in government,
Oh,
you know,
damn it. The professor corrected me.
what? Thank you.
Is it really?
I didn't want, I didn't, I, yes, and I thought it was too, but I
Let me
didn't
see
want,
that. I'm
I
going to
didn't want
Google
to
Maps
check.
right now.
Yeah,
Let
it
me see
is
that.
in the United Arab Emirates. That's what I thought.
Let me
And
see it.
that's what, when you
I'm
said that,
zooming
I was
out.
like,
I'm
damn,
zooming out.
I'm totally wrong.
Oh,
No,
okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Dubai. You're right. Hey, knuckle
Thanks.
bump.
Thanks,
It's not India.
Professor.
I totally screwed that one up because that's what I was thinking. Dubai. I was
Yeah.
thinking Dubai. You want to do a deal, you go to Dubai. That's where you do the deals in Dubai.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
most of the deals I've seen lately have been in Dubai, but they could
Yeah.
be forward thinking. That's what these companies are successful for. Here's
Well,
the problem that I have.
Yep.
Oh, go ahead.
No.
You go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, not only that, a lot of these companies, um, you know, these bigger companies that have been in it, like Uphold has a lot of different folks that have been in and out. The Link to people, the Ripple people, they've had people that have worked at these higher level governmental type jobs, business, finance, they're banking, they're all kind of, they understand what needs to be done, right? They have
To
players
do what?
to coexist with
Mm-hmm.
the current system. And like I said earlier, when I talked about marrying these, we're not, it's not going to be a just jump off the cliff and everything is different. This is going to be a marriage, and um where eventually the old will phase out, right? But you have, it'll be different. It won't be what it used to be, but in the interim, there has to be that bridge between the two to interoperate with each other until we see what's going to unfold. And so I guess I'm just saying, where I see Uphold, I could see them thinking ahead and having enough people with experience to understand what's going to happen and who's going to ask what, to ask these questions. And actually, I think it's quite responsible, because truly, like our show, we're trying to get people to dip a toe and start educating
Right.
themselves, start asking
Mm-hmm.
questions. And I
Mm-hmm.
highly recommend everybody that wants to get into this space, educate yourself on it. Dip a toe, start learning about it. Don't just go willy-nilly diving into this kind of stuff. Um, and so I feel like this kind of forces them to do that. So maybe if they, I don't know if they can't, if they don't pass it, if they can never get one ever. Um, I would think that is a question. And but I would also say, for those of you that are on the fence that are in the UK, maybe just get one before January 8th. So you got an account, and then, you don't have to worry about it. But in any event, I'm sorry. Say what you just said. Crypto professor. Let me share what he just said. Uphold just kicked out a friend of mine here in the US, still figuring out details, but it was kind of sketchy. Well, that's not good. That's not good. So
See,
when you say kicked
that's kind
out,
of,
are you meaning kicked him off their platform then?
yeah,
Um,
real easy to do.
let's
They do it
see.
all the time. I'm not
But you
saying
weren't
Uphold
wrong on
does.
India. They are not far behind. Yeah, so he's saying India is, and Singapore too.
Yeah,
Uh
for crypto,
XRP flag.
I was just thinking
Singapore was early.
for companies at large, cryptos are
Yeah.
not, banking
Yeah.
institutions and cryptos are not. When these international players get together, as of late, they're going to Dubai to do their deals. They're having their meetings in Dubai to discuss how things are going to transpire. So Dubai,
Yeah,
is like the new Switzerland, if you will.
you know what's funny? When it wasn't 2023, but it was 2022. Christine and I, when we went to Bitcoin
Damn, close to you.
2022 in Miami, um, we went to a Tron party. We were just walking, chatting, and we ended up, I don't know who this woman was,
Aw.
but she was following behind, kind of listening to Christine and I talk, and gave us free entry into these posh parties that we shouldn't have been in, but it was pretty super cool. But anyway, she just got back from Dubai, and she was saying everything is in Dubai, and she's like, build something, it was she was had something, she was somebody high up that got us into a party. But and then when we got in there, I mean, it was a bunch of different projects and stuff going on around
Yep.
there, and they were all talking about Dubai, and that was a couple, that was in 2022, but
Exactly.
pretty interesting.
The crypto professor responded, close their account just like that.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes, XRP slave. Yes, they did. In fact, November 9th, I think they had a big old event down there in Dubai, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. Brad and friends went down there and did it. And I think in just prior to that event, it was Dubai that gave the financial institutions permission to deal with XRP. It got added to the list. Bitcoin, I believe, was already there, as well as Ethereum, and maybe one other. I don't remember what it was, but I remember that was a big deal. Now I want to emphasize on deal with, not own, but be able to transact, do, etc. Those are all hypotheticals, but emphasis on deal with, right? And that became a legislation. Again, I believe it was Dubai. If I'm wrong, maybe it was India.
And that question, for those that are just listening, is the XRP slave had said, didn't Ripple open up a liquidity hub in Dubai? So that's what Simon was just talking about.
I want to go back to one more question. If we can.
Divvy in Dubai as well. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. And that was 2-3 years ago now. 2020 is when he
incredible.
Yeah, 2021 is when he went. It was right after that. It was right after the July event, Bitcoin ban.
I was gonna say, wasn't it right after
the Bitcoin ban event in Texas in July? It was shortly after that.
I said, dang it, I wish I was gonna like get a picture with Nick, or get his autograph or something. Like, that's so corny. But I'm like, dude is like, he's making things happen. He's gonna
That's
be,
as you should.
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
anyway,
it's good stuff. No, it's good stuff. It's good. We'll talk about Divvy someday for sure.
Yeah.
There was 2 comments that I saw. XRP slave says, I always tell my roommates they want. I always tell my roommate they want my XRP, and they can pay me tens of thousands, or else they can shave it.
I don't see that one. I'm looking for it.
It's at 507. He's I always tell my roommate they want my XRP. They can if they want my XRP or something to that effect. They can pay me tens of thousands for it, or else
they can shove it. Oh, they can shove it.
I said shave it. Sorry, eyes are a little bad when I'm reading small. The next one down, though, Cody Garcia. Yeah, there you go.
Hi, Cody. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Do you think I trust?
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, so you do it.
You do it.
No, you go. Do you think I Trust Capital would be a disadvantage once these ETFs are approved? What would be the point of rolling over your 401k to them if you can just select BTC ETFs instead? Well, go ahead, Simon. Answer.
Okay, so in your 401k, it's self-directed. Mm-hmm. Okay, if you have the 401k and you give the fund manager the position to only maybe do Bitcoin, then it only does Bitcoin. But if it's a self-directed 401k IRA, it, as of now, as I understand it, you're able to say, I want Ethereum, I want XRP, I want Litecoin. You can, the floor is yours with it. It's not just specific to one coin. Right now with these ETFs, you have to wait for these ETFs to come on board, and then those funds can do that ETF. Example, Bitcoin. So that would be
for one
coin versus others. So something like I Trust Capital gives you more options as far as participating in coins. and I'm only talking about options for coins. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
not
not
like
only
it's the
that,
better
can't
thing or not
you
the better thing, but for right now, it could be a good thing. Go ahead, Melissa. What
it
do you got?
my friend and I haven't done this yet, and I wish that I could move some of my 401ks over into a crypto 401k. I would totally do it if I could do it. Um, but my friend did actually. It was Catherine that she was on a couple shows ago giving wonderful advice in terms of how to safeguard your keys and all that stuff from a couple shows ago.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
she put some of her 401k, and I think she has it in a 401k Roth, and so she's able to trade and move things and stuff, and all that stuff is happening within that 401k Roth. She's not paying any taxes on that stuff. And then when she's able to draw it out, um, she's not going to pay any taxes on it. So, I mean, for anybody that can get money into a IRA, a Roth IRA, or a Roth 401k, and have Bitcoin, or if you're lucky enough to be able to have other tokens that you're or coins that you're interested in, um, if you're able to roll something over and you could do that, I would do it.
I
Not
would.
financial advice, but man, if you already, especially if you already have, like, some people have jobs that they worked at and then they've left, and they can literally roll them over into another Roth IRA. If you can do that, you should really start educating yourself and look into it. I'm just saying. Because if if these assets grow as we anticipate they will, and I'm not talking, what did Larry say in one of the things? I think he was saying maybe we would get 5 or 6 or 7% or whatever. Um, this would be crazy, but especially if you're a young person and you're not going to retire until, for 30 years or something. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. If you had it in a Roth IRA, no tax, baby. Come on. You know?
I know a different, better no tax plan if
Well,
you're young, but
yeah. Well, does it involve, are you able to roll over an existing 401k Roth, or existing
you know what?
Roth
I actually,
IRA
I
without
don't know.
any,
Hold on. Hey, J Crypt, I know you're listening, bro. Can we roll over a 401k into a whole life insurance policy? I'm waiting
let's
for him to
go.
text me back. He's been texting me this whole time.
Uh-oh.
He said some funny things like
Uh-oh.
uh one thing, he just sold ADA for 100%, but that's the trading bot.
Yeah.
Where where was it? It was, he said something about whoa easy, you're starting to get all conspiratorial on me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's good. Let's see if J Crypt,
It,
I know you're listening, man. Can you roll over a 401k into a whole life insurance policy? If you can get back to me on that, that'd be cool. Oh wait,
yeah.
no, but self-directed
Yeah.
401k can invest in anything,
Okay.
anything. So
It
that's
and
good.
and that's through who, though? Self-directed 401k.
That's just if you have a self-directed 401k, that's what you can do. As far as the entity that you're going through to have that ability
Yeah.
to do so,
Yeah.
then that's
Eh,
a whole
yeah,
nother component to that
it could
issue,
be,
right?
yeah, it could be I Trust
Right.
Capital or any of those
Sure.
ones, right? And it just
Um,
depends on which ones that they allow you to
exactly.
do it.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Congratulations, Jay Crypt. Glad the bot sold some ADA at 100% profit, my man. Woo woo.
That's very
We're gonna have to
cool.
get we
We're
gotta
gonna
get
have
you
to
on the
do a
trading
show.
bot, dude.
We're gonna have to do a show on that, on the bot, and really understand what it is, what it can do, for those that are interested in
You know what?
learning more about
I
that.
think I really wish I would have had this a long time ago, but that's okay. But for those people that are into crypto, but want to experience and learn trading a little bit, I'd say that this would be a very economical way to do that.
Okay.
And I am moving a little slow on my screen, but hopefully I'm not moving slow on yours.
Yeah, I wondered. Your face wasn't matching your talking, and I was kind of
Oh,
wondering what was happening. So
let me close down. Let me close out a few things. Maybe they're on to me.
yeah,
Oh, look, you closed
now
down a
you're
few. Look at that.
now you're a
Whoa.
sewer.
Bet you can't do it again.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. Because your mouth is like blub, 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 blub,
I
blub,
just,
blub, blub, whenever. Yeah, that was
he,
hilarious.
he went that way.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, right. Dude, I just time jumped. Did you see that?
Huh?
Thank you for answering the question. Not a problem. Cody Garcia, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. The bot. The bot's cool. We will. We're gonna do maybe
Maybe we'll have your friend on, your guest.
I'm
the
if they want to, they're more than welcome to the developer, but more than likely they'll say, nope, that's your part of the deal. You go out there and talk about it. I say, okay.
I feel
Yeah,
yeah.
it's cool. It's very cool. But I'd like to get you in, Melissa. Get you to try it out. Beta testers right now, it's free, and there's been discussion of a monthly subscription. Very, very cheap in regards to any monthly subscription. If anybody has Netflix right now, it's cheaper than Netflix.
Ah.
The highest paid Netflix, by the way, the highest paid Netflix, and that's what I pay. It's like $25. It's cheaper than that. So, not a bad thing to have. And to be quite honest, you could do some other plays, but I'm not going to get into that. I don't want to lose people. Back to the uphold real quick. I know we got less than 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Whether they're doing this for thinking or they have to do this or they're thinking they're going to have to do this in the future, they're doing that at the benefit of the company.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what companies do, right?
Yes,
so
do.
therein lies my thinking of, you're not thinking about me wholeheartedly. That's what I have to do. Right. That's my job.
That's our job. Yes.
Right. But if what I have an issue with is just something that I've seen over the years, that things are going great for the retail market, and then big money comes in, or big institutions come in, or big entities come in, and just honestly screw it all up. Maybe not all of it, but they really put some holes in the wall that weren't supposed to be there, and it's just it becomes very frustrating. You know, for at least here in the great US of A, it can be frustrating. You know, but that doesn't mean that you stop and you don't do it. You fight like HE double hockey sticks and dip your toe, but get in this game.
Yeah.
Download the Cash App, buy some Bitcoin there, start with $10, maybe 20. How about $24 for 2024? Because you're looking to score in 2024.
Woo woo! No, I agree. I agree with you, Simon. And the thing is that like you say, fight like hell. Education.
Educate. That's how you fight. Fight with your mind.
It is so
powerful.
I mean, even even learning about money and then really giving some attention to the transformation that's happening. It really is incredible.
It is. It really is. It's beautiful.
And so while everybody that I know is at different stages of their opinions on what they think is going on and the roads that they want to go down at the moment in terms of self-sovereignty, or it's got to be all this one way, and then there's all this one way, and I've kind of went down several different paths, and where I'm at the moment is, again, I go back to, there's going to be a bridge that's going to, connect the old with the new, and it's
We have
just
to.
going
That's the way.
it
That's the
just
way.
it
That's that wealth transfer. That's
yes.
that wealth transfer,
And
right? Absolutely.
when you understand that, and you look at what's happening behind the scenes, even though it's behind the scenes but it's out in the open, just no one pays
Sure.
attention to it. I mean, there's plenty of conferences there's plenty of conferences out there that I've watched where there's a couple hundred people watching. um but if you listen to
Ooh,
some of these
like the one in
things.
DC that you told me about.
Yes.
Sorry,
Yeah.
didn't mean to cut you off. What was the name of that?
I don't remember.
Damn, throw you on the
I
spot, threw you off your
I know.
pot.
I know. Sorry. I don't remember,
Sorry.
but
Continue. Sorry for the
they're
interruption.
but basically what it is I listen to these things, and I hear the folks that are there. They already should be in it, right? The banking institutions and some of these other companies, where they let you know where they are with it, just based on, it's almost like you're sitting in a private Zoom call, company call, right? That's how I feel, like I'm listening into a meeting that's on Zoom with these
Uh-huh.
people, and it's kind of laying it out of like where they're going with things. And it's the same thing when you listen to the WEF or any of those things. They're exploring these ideas, they're talking about these ideas. Some things are already farther ahead than you think that they are, but most of the people that they're trying to educate, or they're talking about in these meetings, those people don't know. I think about those people like I think about myself at my job, when the higher ups finally decide to let the lowers know what's going on, and then they start to
Right.
implement things, and then I make the logical
Kind of like
connections of,
Iraqi dinars.
like, how, right, how long does it take, for these things to unfold? And many
A
people
long
are
time.
they're impatient, and when it comes to the
Well, it's
crypto
true.
space, there's already people that have said, oh well, I put money into, Bitcoin, and it didn't do anything, and I sold it and it went down and whatever, because they just were wanting something to happen overnight. Same thing with XRP. They bought XRP. Some people got it for really cheap. I didn't. And then they sold it. Right? But
Yes,
it's
you
like,
did. 10 years from now, you'd be like, man, I scored on that deal.
but you know how many people are going to make the mistake because things aren't happening as quickly as they thought they would, or whatever. And it's like, take your common sense mind, think about your own place where you work, and how things, when they tell you we're going to do this there and the third, we're going to buy this building, or we're going to do whatever, and tell me how long it takes them to actually do it. It takes a very long time. Usually it does not happen overnight. And so
Go
if
look
you
at
think
that
about,
map. Go look
yes,
at that map that we just
go
presented
look
to
at
them.
them.
That is a bird's eye
100%.
view. Those entities and people did not just show up yesterday. You go read the bios of
Yep.
those people that are involved. Dude, they've been doing home run stuff for years.
Yep.
Like that billionaire. I read the stuff he did. I'm like, dude, that's a machine.
Yep.
I really wish I could have been one of his assistants, not just to like pick
I
up
would
like
love,
on the deals. I'd be like the knowledge, the thought
yeah.
process, man. That's where I start just really fanboying at that point. I'm like, I love your mind. I want to do what you do. That's so cool. I love that. I love the thought process and the
I would
determination to
love
go
to
and go and
be,
go.
I would love to be an assistant, or I would just love to work in it. Like anything to
Right.
do with this. I don't want to be like, I'd be your bitch, but I mean, I would just love, I would
Well,
love,
that's kind of
I
what an
would,
assistant is. It's just like a
I
sheet
would be the
metal
bitch. I
apprentice.
don't even
You're
care.
the you're the peanut, bro.
I would
Go
be
now.
such a sponge. I would be such a sponge if I
Be a
if I
sponge.
got if I got the opportunity to work in this space, particularly like if you got a job with Ripple or something like that, holy smokes, that
Start in
would
the
be
mailroom.
that would be incredible. But just to even be around the people, and that's what I feel like our network does. I mean, I get to talk to you, I get to talk to Christy. I have so many friends. T's
Right.
Crypto
Look at
Spot,
look at
uh,
everybody that showed up tonight.
super. We got the
I don't even know who's
professor.
on Twitter right now, but Twitter, what's good? I mean X.
I
X
don't even
Twitter. Twitter
I don't
X.
even know because our spaces died. We're have to figure that part out. But in any event, I'm just saying there's so many smart people, and it's just I just am I'm a sponge. I want to learn from everybody, and I try my best to
And that, you
take
know
it
what?
all
And that's
in and
good. That's good because when you're a sponge, when you get your moment, and you've had many moments just on not only on this show that we're doing together, but
yeah,
multiple shows. I've watched you. I've watched you blossom over the past couple of years that we've known each other. And when you start speaking the language
yeah,
because you understand it, then those people that we're giving reference to, if I could have been their assistant for 5-10 years behind the billionaire, blah, 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 right?
yeah,
When you speak their language, they will
yeah,
give you the knowledge. They will
yeah,
literally give you the knowledge because you're not going to waste their time. They're not going to waste your time because time is all of our most valuable asset that we have. But
100%.
that's how it goes.
Yep.
That's how it goes. What's Hamosi? Alex Hamosi. Dude is a machine. I think he's 32, 33 now, 34. He's
I
a
don't know who that is.
multimillionaire. Oh, dude, look him up. He
Alex
and his wife,
H
Alex
O.
Man, HORMIZ, buddy. I'm ZI.
That's okay.
I'm probably screwing
ZI.
up. Like, see, that's why we're not going to
I'll
hang out.
find
I'm
it.
like,
No,
dude,
that's all
Simon.
right.
Yeah.
Hormozy. I got
Yeah,
you.
Harmozy, yes. Yeah,
I found him.
he's great. When you listen to him, you listen to his stuff, everything about him is mindset. Everything when you talk to his mindset. And that's the one thing I've noticed out of all the most successful, not even the most successful people in general, they have the mindset, and it is determination or the bold. And you keep going, you keep pushing, you keep learning, you keep growing. And Cody Sanchez is another one. She's fire too. I mean, there's millions of these young entrepreneurs that are multimillionaires, but it's all determination. It's all knowledge. You start speaking that language, they are like, here you go, here's the
Yeah.
torch, run with the ball. I'm not going to buy this for you, but I will watch you build it, and I will help you along the way.
Mm-hmm.
It's I
I
love
like
that
it.
stuff. So back around to crypto, and you dip your toe, you start dipping your toe, and
Yeah.
you will know more as you progress. So
You
keep
really
dipping your
will.
toe,
Yeah.
keep learning. This might be a get rich quick scenario. That means like 10 years. In
Yeah.
truth, listen to any other financial person, 10 years is freaking
Super fast.
super fast. What
It
sandwich
is.
place is that? I'm blanking out right
I
now.
don't know. I don't know. It's
Okay.
not Subway with Jared, right?
Johnny's. Oh my gosh, I'm totally forgetting it.
Oh, I know what you're
Wicked fast, super fast.
yeah.
Dang it. Uh,
Jimmy John's.
somebody, Jimmy John's. Thank you. God
Huh?
dang it. Wicked
I
fast. Yeah,
love me some Jimmy
they're Jimmy
John's.
John's. Okay,
Beef
man, I
Club.
totally blew that one.
I'll
Good
let you know.
Sammys. Good Sammys for sure.
Huh?
All right, we got less 2 minutes. We got about a minute and change. Any last
Oh.
words for 2023?
Man, this is our last show of the year.
Yeah. We're gonna do
That
another one on January 3rd.
dun, 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 dun. My last words are, man, it's been a pleasure.
It has
I'm
been.
so grateful that I get to do this show with you, Simon. I'm having a blast so far. I look forward to our future episodes. I look forward to those that are listening in. Thank you so much. Having some of these return people, I would love for you to join us in the show. type in, once we get Twitter Spaces back up and running, we can put you up on stage.
Man, that's so cool too.
But even if anybody is interested in joining us, we can always put a link and pop you in to our stream now that we're learning how to do this. But we appreciate all of you. I personally want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I know it's over, but my Christmas is not over yet. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, happy holidays, whatever holiday you may celebrate. I celebrate Christmas, and a glorious new year. It's going to be 2024 is going to be something I'm excited for it. What about you, Simon?
Last words. Actually, some of that you really took the words right out of my mouth. My last words. If you're looking to score, it's in 2024. That's where it's at. Keep learning. Keep learning. And honestly, thank you everybody for showing up today and all of our other episodes. Really. I watch a lot of YouTubers and influencers and people, educators, etc. I speak from an entertainer's perspective because I used to be an awesome DJ. I'm in retirement now. But we really feed off the crowd. Your guys' participation and sharing of knowledge, man, is a blessing to us. Shout out to all of the people that I've helped with cryptos out there. Thank you for giving me all those wonderful opportunities to help you. And I'm literally going to start crying right now. I'm totally pulling a Bitcoin Ben. Shout out to all my clients out there as well. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunities to help you. And also, I'd like to comment on Cody Garcia. I've learned that I can't convince my friends and family to learn about crypto, but I can set a good example of what's possible utilizing this technology.
Amen, brother.
That is the biz right there, and that's what I'm talking about. Thanks, Professor. Appreciate the love on the kicking arse. Love the show. Much appreciated. Real deal.
Brenda, cool thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, Miss Lots.
We love you.
It's so cool. Yeah, peace and blessings one to all. I'm sure you'll catch me on my channel. I'm sure be messing around on New Year's Eve, probably doing something cray. Not too crazy, but I'll be watching the markets because it goes cray. So, that's all I got.
All right.
Here, y'all. We'll see you January 3rd.
January 3rd. We're doing it.
Copy that. Same bat time. Same bat channel. Oh, and here's to the halving. Here's to the halving. Bitcoin halving. XRP.